TCU still has a 0 in the loss column. West Virginia absolutely blown to pieces at Texas Tech. It really blows my mind. Teams like West Virginia, teams like Purdue, these teams on a week-to-week basis fluctuate on such an incredible level. It is unbelievable, and this is probably why a lot of people don't bet on college football. At the end of the day, regardless of how good a program is or how bad a program is, a lot of these kids are teenagers. You got to remember that. You know, you're putting your money on 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. Their performance is going to vary from time to time. This game is especially weird. Here's why. TCU, let's look at the last two games. The Kansas game. I truly believe if the Kansas quarterback was healthy for the full game, Kansas would have pulled the upset off. TCU would have lost. No difference in the Kansas State game. Kansas State not only would have beaten TCU if they had Martinez for the entire game, but they would have blown out TCU pretty badly. Probably like a 20-point win for Kansas State. So TCU, they're just getting lucky with quarterbacks going down. West Virginia is atrocious. The coach trending on Twitter, fire this guy. This program is falling apart. What is happening to the West Virginia Mountaineers? Dana Holgorsen had this team top 10 almost every year. Talked about in the playoff from time to time. College game day, make an appearance. I still have the hard hat. A good program, you know. The 2006 team. Where are the real West Virginia Mountaineers? I don't know, but one thing is for sure. Regardless of how poorly coached this team is, regardless of all the news and the pressure from people floating around, look at the roster. The talent is still there. D-line, JT Daniels, and those three receivers are nasty. Ford Wheaton, Prather, Sam James. Good running backs, unbelievable running back combination, good offensive line. TCU is getting away with these wins by the skin of their teeth. This is a game that makes zero sense to go with the Mountaineers. Am I a little biased because I went to school there? I really don't think so. They beat Baylor at home. It's just a different place. Playing in Morgantown is just flat out different. A full touchdown is a no-brainer. I'm taking the Mountaineers in this one. I actually think this horrible, disgusting, disorganized, just dumpster fire of a team, if these players, if this coach somehow, some way can get everyone in line for 1 week, they're deadly. They're deadly. That's a good team. That's a top 15 team in the country just based on the roster alone. That team's loaded. They got players. The only thing is their secondary sucks. Really good quarterback for TCU, good receivers. Johnson is just going to go off. That's going to suck. It's inevitable. He's going to have over 100 yards receiving. The running back for TCU is really, really good, but West Virginia's defensive strength, their only advantage defensively is against the run, you know? Very strong, distinct advantage. They don't allow people to run the ball very well. Texas Tech is a lot better than people think. Beat Texas. That's a good team. So although West Virginia got just absolutely destroyed, Texas Tech's good. West Virginia just didn't come prepared. If they can get it together like they did for Baylor, play as a team, actually be there for one another, that roster is plenty to beat TCU, especially at home. Especially at home. I'm taking the points with Mountaineers. I'm actually going to take half a unit or so, and I'm taking West Virginia money line. I mean, this TCU team has got to go down eventually, and college football, sometimes things just don't make sense. And wouldn't it just make completely no sense and just screw over everyone's money, everyone's parlays? Because you know everyone's going to have TCU money line their parlay. Maybe people are staying away from the spread, but they're just going to put TCU money line in all their bets. I think it's going to cost people a lot of money. I'm going to take the Mountaineers, and I think they're going to win the game. That's my final prediction. See you next video.